My Civic has needed new wheels pretty much since we've gotten the Civic, and we finally did. The only problem is some of these wheels are a little bit better shape than others. What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So pretty much, we got new wheels for the Civic. We got them for a crazy good deal, but they're absolutely destroyed. Well, they're not totally destroyed, but like 2 of them are pretty bad and the other 2 are pretty good. So we're going to be working on restoring these wheels and doing a little custom touch on them, and I'm really excited to do it. On the face, this wheel looks pretty good, but she's so chewed up that we gotta redo all of this. So for this one, the first step is to use a metal file to get down all of the high ends and break it down a little bit before we start sanding. So let's start doing that. A few passes with a metal file goes a long way, and it's already looking much better. I'm going to do a couple more passes on it to smooth it out more, but guys, it's already like twice as smooth as it was before. Obviously it's still pretty bad, but once we get to sanding, it'll look much better. And this wouldn't be a good Civic wheel unless we're doing stuff to it ourselves. That's why I'm redoing the wheels, opposed to getting a shop to do it. Once we filed down a lot of those high spots, which we did to make it a little bit smoother, we're gonna go over it with some sandpaper, and we are gonna do this like 30 times. So the first one we're gonna do is go with some 80 grit all the way around to see how much we can actually smooth it out. The file is good for knocking down any high spots and getting all the low spots to where they should be. 80 grit's gonna be the money, and we're gonna get this done. I've noticed a lot of people are afraid to redo wheels, and something goes wrong and they just buy a new wheel. 10-15 minutes later of sanding, and we're getting progress. You can see how much smoother it is already. We're gonna go for another 10-15 minutes to try to get a lot of those like deep gouges out, but I mean, we're already making progress and it's not that bad. So a little background on the wheel right here. So it is a JNC wheel. So haters, if you're gonna say the reps, just put it in there now, the reps, and I don't care, it's going on a Civic. So pretty much, I got these for a really good deal. I was trying to get a pair of ambits, but the guys sold them right before I got there, which is pretty unfortunate. But the sizes of these bad boys are 16 by 8 1/4, which is a weird tire size. I've never seen an 8 1/4 inch wheel before, but 8 1/4 inch wheel right here. So the tire we're gonna be going for on these will be a 205/40/16, and I'm excited for it. We're gonna be redoing all these wheels pretty much that need repair. I love the bronze color because it looks great on the Civic, but some of these are a little bit worn down, like this one, and I have one wheel that's worse than this one that I've been like slowly trying to redo because that's what I've been practicing on before I shot the video on doing these. But we're gonna keep sanding, getting all these deep grooves out, and then we'll get to the paint stage. But 80 grit for until all these big things are gone. Pro tip, if you're doing this, use a Dremel. It makes it go a lot faster. So at this point, we're not perfect. We're not really going for perfect here. We're going for less jagged, which it's definitely a lot less jagged now. So now I'm gonna go back over the entire wheel again with a different grit to smooth it out even more. So we're gonna be switching from 80 to 120, and then we're gonna go from 120 to 220, and then we might go over it a little bit with a 400 just to smooth it out a little bit more. Even at this point, you can really see how much we've really smoothed it out. Yeah, it's still a little bit bumpy, but all the jaggedness is gone now, which was what we were going for. So far, I am super pleased with how this is coming out. So at this point, we are done sanding our lip. Or the edge, I mean. So we're done sanding the edge now. So I'm gonna go around with a sanding sponge to do the inner lip because I did scratch up quite a bit, so we're gonna repaint that as well. So let me go get that, and then we'll go to the next step. So I cleaned off the wheel everywhere where we are going to paint, and now we're just gonna start masking it off. So I don't overspray the entire wheel because that's not what we want. So the wheel is nice and clean now, and now it's time to just mask it so we can paint it. Now, as for most things I do on this channel, we're gonna be doing this in a very unconventional way while painting. To paint the wheel, we'll be using a bronze base coat, which is a flat bronze, and then we'll be adding our flake in separately with this flake because I couldn't find a bronze paint because apparently they don't make that anymore, or if they do, it's super expensive. So we're gonna just go with this and we're gonna start painting. Light coats are key. Now, as I said, I did practice on another wheel before I started doing this, so we're gonna wait a few minutes. But this base coat looks really good. If it had the flake, it'd be a perfect match. Doesn't have the flake, so I picked up this metallic paint primer, which is also supposed to be the same bronze color. This is a lot lighter, but the sparkles are like completely spot on, so it looks really good. So I didn't mask it 100% perfectly, but I think it's fine. It'll just add to the blending process of, oh, that looks like a slightly different color. Oh wait, it's kind of all that same kind of different color. So maybe we're good. So I did like 4 or 5 coats of paint. So now the next step is this stuff. This stuff is horrible to spray, and you gotta be really light with it because I don't want to overdo it. So we're just gonna do a light spritz all the way around, and we should be done. I have some clear coat we're gonna slap on there, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. We are gonna be doing one secret thing on here though, that once this dries, I'll do it. And I don't know if it's gonna come out any good or not. I think it's gonna be sick, but that's just in my mind, so we're gonna find out. It didn't come out amazing because that stuff sprays so bad, but hopefully it blends enough that it looks okay. On camera, it probably looks fine. On some spots, it just came out really thick, like this spot right here. But hopefully it blends okay and it looks all right when we actually throw it on. So we're gonna put some clear on it once this fully dries out, and hopefully it kind of blends all right. That's my only thing that's making me a little bit nervous. At this point, all the paint is on and all the clear coat is on. So while this wheel is drying, and by the way, it took me like 2-3 hours just to get the wheel to that point, a lot of work. We're gonna take one of the nicer wheels, start masking it off for the next thing that I really wanted to try and give it a different look than what we already have. So everybody loves TE37s, and they got that little sticker on there that's iconic. So in the name of me trying to be different, I'm gonna make my own difference. So I'm gonna make 2 spokes this anodized purple color because I think it's gonna look dope. It's gonna go with my interior. It might look like gas, it might look really cool, so we're gonna try it. So I took the tape off of the wheel. It's all finished now. Still doing the purple, so we're letting that dry out a little bit. But let me know what you guys think. I could go back and blend it, and I think that would make it look better. But at the same time, I might not, because again, these are cheap wheels. I just want them a little bit cleaner. Like from a distance, man, they look mint. It's just the problem when you get a little bit closer, that's when you start noticing the differences. I think actually I should do a little edit on this wheel while it's still light out and while I'm waiting for this to dry up. So let's do a little bit of an edit. So comment down below if you guys think I should try blending the paint a little bit. It does look pretty good. I mean, if you're looking at it straight on, you really can't tell, but it's a little bit less glossy of where I painted, so that's also a problem. So we're gonna get back to painting the other wheel and putting the exits on before we even start doing this one. Just gotta let that paint dry and then we can clear it, and then I can show you guys that wheel too, because I think it's gonna look freaking sick. So at this point, we have one wheel that's completely done. It only took like 4 hours to do one wheel to where we wanted it. So we're gonna do an edit of the completed wheel, and then we're gonna have to work on all the other wheels, and that's gonna be a process. But the purple thing on there, kind of cool, kind of weird, but I think I'm gonna leave it. Overall, I think it came out pretty cool. This was the best wheel, so that's why I only did the purple on this one. I didn't have to do any other painting on it, which is nice. But I think it's pretty clean. I mean, that's just my opinion on it, but I like how it looks. So it's gonna take some time to finish all the other ones now. Now that we are finishing up all of the rest of the wheels, all the paint, and making them look all pretty, here's the question I have you guys. Do we wait to put the wheels on the car after the Civic's painted to give it that complete look? Or do we just send it with the wheels on the car now? Because the wheels on the Civic are pretty bad. Let me know what you guys think. Please comment down below because I wanna know what you guys think. I think personally, I think what I want to do is wait until the car is painted, so that way it's like I paint the car, whole complete look, new transformation, it's dope. But on the other hand, new wheels. Well, that marks the last wheel being finished. So again, guys, leave in the comments what you guys think I should do, if I should put the wheels on the car as is or paint the car first, because I'm leaning a certain way, as I said, but I want to know what you guys think because, well, I think it's important. So I'm gonna leave you guys off here. So comment, like, subscribe, do that fun stuff, keep doing you, stay motivated. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and peace.